What's going on, everyone? It's the People's Envoy Updog here with you again, and we have Crucible Season 11, Week 3 recap for you. Now, the sack meta is a real thing going into Week 3. A lot of sacks in these matches, so make sure you do listen for that because it's very important. I don't want to be misleading you guys and saying, oh yeah, this one-shots it. Because a lot of the times, especially on this video, there will be a sacrifice or two involved in these matches. So case in point on this one here, we did one single sack and then we went in with Odin just for the pure fact that this team is kind of nasty when Mephisto puts out the trauma on your team, and then Scientist Supreme puts out that slow, that offense down. It really neuters the Night Stalker's team, because they can't flip that slow into speed up, and it just kind of falls apart. So, that's why we are doing a single sacrifice attack on this one, and then we went in with this team. So, let's go take a look at and see how this went. Alright, so we load in here, and like I was saying, Mephisto goes, he puts that trauma on everybody, except for Man-Thing, of course. But he disrupts the Man-Thing, he just straight up kills the Man. And now we get to actually take a turn here. So because of the way Mephisto's special works, he puts taunt on the highest health character. I am trying to get a kill here though, a quick kill to get that oath going, but didn't quite get it on that Sentinel. Now we're going to go into Scientist Supreme, put the exposed on her. Then Agatha gets to go and does a lot of damage. Well, usually she does, but because of Mephisto being there, he's protecting the team quite a bit. Still got Scientist Supreme down into the yellow with the Odin assists. There goes Scientist Supreme. Odin killed her off. Thanos comes in with the big old ults and now his passive, so we are getting hit hard. Oath is just about dead. And wouldn't you know it, it all comes down to Odin. It always comes down to Odin. If anybody's shocked about that, then they obviously haven't played with Odin very much. So there you have it. Well, I guess most of my team did survive still, but that's how you do that one. And don't forget that that was one sacrifice attack just to draw the Scientist Supreme ult, and I also drew the Lady Deathstrike's ults as well. So those two abilities, if you have to pause it after drawing those two abilities, I would recommend that. But most of the time, if you send in a weaker team, a sack team, they will have died by that time anyway. So, but those are the two key abilities you want to draw. Alright, so the next one up is going to be, this is not a sacrificed team. This is a one-shot. And it's going to be Spider Society Odin into a Mephisto Night Stalkers. So already we're seeing the two newest raid teams mixed in there with Mephisto. The last match was in room 4. This one is in the raid room though, so let's go check it out here. Alright, so Odin. Mephisto does his thing. And you do want to bring Noir in this match because he gives the Spider Society more damage output. You kind of need that to overcome these new stats. So that is something to keep in mind. We go into the Man-Thing with the ult from Pav, and luckily the positioning was a little bit in my favor on the enemy side because they had Mephisto right by Man-Thing. Probably not something, if you want to put this on defense, probably not something you want to do, but worked out for me. So Odin gets his special. Now, because of the Mephisto special, we got some taunts out there to work with and figure out who we want to stun. You definitely want to stun the Blade, because you don't want him going off and causing all sorts of problems and everything, so... And especially if you get a slow put on the enemy characters there, he'll flip that, because Spider Society does put out some slows out there, so... Stun the Blade, that's the play. Now we're just going to work on the Oath here, because Agatha does... I would go for Agatha if I could, but since she doesn't have the taunt, or there's no way for me to get to her, that's why I'm going after Oath there. And the Noir special does put out some bleeds out there, so that's why I chose to go ahead and do that. Hopefully get a bleed out. At least that's what I was thinking anyway. Now we can attack Agatha a little bit. Odin doing his thing. Mephisto's almost down. That Man-Thing ult really hurt. We lost Peter, which is kind of scary. But we got Mephisto out of there now. So I'm trying to decide here on Pav. He does... Every move he has puts slow out there. So I was trying to decide, do I chain over to... Do I start the attack on Blade, or do I start on Oath? Because Oath has the trauma, Blade doesn't. So he did not get a slow there. I don't believe, yeah, he didn't get a slow. So I was lucky that he resisted it. But this match is basically over now. Blade's down. So it's just basically a cleanup. It sucks we lost Peter. Pav and Noir somehow hung in there. But it's all about Odin, really. Getting off his ults and ending the match for us, so. Alright, so next up is going to be a Xtreme team with no Gambit, no Rogue. I thought that was interesting that my opponent had them on offense. But this is in room 6, so you don't see this team very often in this room. So I chose to put Ares in there with Superior 6, so let's go show you how it worked. And they have an Ares on their end, by the way, too, to kind of counteract. So you would think with Ares in there, it would make this match a little more efficient. Well, not really, actually. Based on my score, anyway. I got an 83-63, so... That Ares, if I remember correctly, the enemy Ares, he did cause a little bit of a problem as far as my efficiency goes, so that might have been part of the reason. But we're just kind of doing our thing with the Superior 6 here. We ability blocked the Forge with the Craven, because that's something you definitely want to do. And then, with my Ares, get to use the ult and ability block that clump of 3 right there. So, go ahead and do that. And I think that killed Cyclops. Yep, that killed Cyclops. Gave Forge the turn meter, but he's ability blocked, so that's why we do that. Killed the Nightcrawler. Vulture's going. Kills the Forge. And basically, we're just going to focus on Ares, because he has the bigger stats. Maybe I was thinking of a different match, because I thought this Ares kind of ruined me a little bit, but doesn't look like he's going to get another turn here. But yep, still works in room 6 with Ares, easy peasy. Alright, so the next matchup is actually going to be from my stream. I'm just going to play that match, my live footage from that match. It's going to be Illuminati Odin, and what I did was I single sacked it, did one sacrifice attack, went in with a Sinister 6 combo with Odin. So let's go see how that went. Okay, Striker, you know what, I'll do Raider on him on this one. Alright, here we go. Good old oh no. Don't go after Oat. Are you shitting me? Every freaking time, man. I swear. Let's go all in on Odin. Hey, what's up, Nim? Herbert from Family Guy. Oh my gosh. You always give me the Family Guy characters when I haven't watched that show in a decade or longer. Is that the African-American guy? Ooh, let's try and take this slow. Yeah, there we go. Clear that speed up. Oh, shit. Stop! Leave my goddamn Odin alone! Are you serious? We're gonna try and go in on... do this. Oops. Okay, that didn't work. Oh my god, my team is melting! No! Oh no, if I do this... shit. Oh, okay. Shit, the blind did land. Son of a bitch. Oh boy, I think this is over. Crap. So as you saw there, it came down to Odin v Odin, and like I was saying earlier, it almost always does. And I just got unlucky on that end of the match there. So it should have won, but it is what it is. It happens. I just had to take the L on that one. So then the last one I got for you in the video is going to be another Night Stalker's Mephisto in the raid room. And because I was using Odin in that other match against Illuminati, I had to double sack this Mephisto team, and then I went in with Spider Society, and we'll show you how well they do against that. But it is a double sack, 2 sacrifice attacks. And in those sacrifice attacks, I tried to use up Mephisto's ult. So that way he's not using that in the match when I go in there for real. So let's go check it out. Alright, here we go. I double sacked it already. So I'm hoping the Spider Society can still do okay. I wanted to see though... oh shit. Okay, the sack was basically worthless. Damn it. Alright. Alright, well, let's take this taunt off of here. Ooh, Man-Thing is down. Damn. Let's go... dang, that oath. Holy shit, Pav just wrecking nerds. Come on, Pav. We're gonna do this. Kill that oath. Or not. Or yeah. Holy crap, that was fast. Woo! I think it's all gonna be about efficiency because this guy went full turtle. I have a defense, 2 defenses that he's probably gonna have to drop a couple attacks on, so we'll see. So there you have it. The spiders handled it pretty well. Hope those counters are helpful, and also helps you see that you definitely, if you want to take Crucible seriously, you definitely need to plan your attacks out ahead of time. Know which teams you may need to do sacrifice attacks on, and know if you should do 1 sacrifice or 2 sacrifice attacks. And yeah, that's what I got for you today. So make sure you spend those resources wisely, and we will see you around.